Alright guys, we are back in Sims 4 and I actually hopped on because I have something I want to share with you guys a little bit on and stuff like that I've actually been working on in the side. So you guys know that I regularly, record like Silent Hill and then what was the other game we were playing right now? Oh, God of War, Ragnarok. I had to think for a minute, guys. Sorry, I worked like 5 days this week, so I'm kind of like out of it a little bit still. But today was my first day off in 5 days, so you know. But I wanted to hop on and show you guys kind of what I've been working on, because like I said, like a minute ago, that I'm actually have a little side project I'm doing in The Sims. So a long time ago, when I first started The Sims, like I initially like when I first started like making more and more households, I was like, you know what? I should just put all of these guys in one save. So that's pretty much what I've been working on. So this is my latest project. I'm pretty much doing a big, ginormous save that I'm just going to put all my households on that I've ever made. That's including, all the ones that you guys recognize, you guys have met. Like these two, obviously, you got Rain and Astarian. And then we have Katie. She was the OG Sim. I still have her, believe it or not. She does need a little bit of a makeover, but I think this will also help with that. Like I can go into create a sim before I put them in there, and I can like update them and everything, because we've got like 20 packs or something since I've even touched Kitty, I think. So so it'll give us a chance to update as well, because we got such things as fingernails, tattoos, all this stuff, and we keep giving more, which is fantastic. But so yeah, so I initially wanted to come in here and like tell you what was going on and pretty much show you guys what I've been doing too, because I've actually been building as well. So actually super stoked to show you guys the builds I've made. I do have the biggest one that I have done in a while, actually. So I think I mentioned this on my Fortnite video, I think it was, but I am like obsessed with the anime Dan to Dan right now. So I actually did take the time and I made the whole Momo's house essentially. So I made that whole lot pretty much, and that was like my last big project that I actually finished for this save specifically. So they are in here, they are in the world. I don't have Akrun or like Gigi and Ira yet, but I do have Seko and I've got Momo, so we'll go visit them in a minute. But firstly, I wanted to show you guys Rain and Astarian's little place. So I'm gonna put the walls up real quick so you guys can see. Oh, that's I need to fix that. But I always forget that we have ceilings now. We can actually decorate the ceiling. I did do it in the Isaac house, but I did not do it in this house. So ignore the ceiling, guys. But so yeah, so this is essentially their bedroom. I actually love their little bedroom. It's adorable. And they're on here. They're right here flirting on the bed right now. Adorable guys. We love them. We got her cauldron. And then a mirror. Can we go out in the hall? Here's the hallway. Cute little, danky little hallway. And then, sorry if my camera's a little janky. I am using the free camera. And my controller's been acting kind of funny. I think this controller might already have hit the bucket when it comes to the sticks already, which is pretty sad because I just literally changed this controller. So I'm just rough with them, I think, at this point. Maybe I should just start getting like cheaper ones. But yeah, so here's the little bathroom. Just kind of give you guys a little tour of the build while we're here. Then we'll go downstairs. And I actually love the living room. I love how the living room turned out. Oh my god. The living room is so cute. I think the living room is like my favorite of the whole house, of their whole house. It's so cute. And then we got the kitchen over here, the little dining area. So pretty simple. Nothing super crazy. But yeah, so this is essentially their house, and then I guess we could go out too. So yeah, so this is their house. This is what it looks like on the outside. So this house is actually based on an actual model house that was used in Baldur's Gate 3. If you guys looked up like Baldur's Gate 3 house or whatever, this would probably be one of the pictures you see. But that's kind of what I was going on. I kind of wanted it to have that feel that it was like in Baldur's Gate, you know, from Baldur's Gate, kind of Victorian, kind of, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so this is Rain and Astari's house. I do love it. Like I said, the living room is my favorite room in this house. I love this house. So, yeah. So, there is their house. I do plan on putting it on the gallery very soon. Obviously, I need to do the ceiling because I just noticed the ceiling looks amazing with nothing on it. But, yeah. So, that was the first house that I have completed. And I essentially showed it to like all my people on like Blue Sky and stuff, and they're like, "Holy crap!" And I always get the comment like, "Wait, you're using a freaking controller to build these houses?" I'm like, "Yep, I am." So yeah, I'm crazy, guys. I use a controller. Yeah, I'm crazy like that. So yeah, so I wanted to give you guys just kind of a little glance like this, kind of give you guys like a little tour of what I'm doing exactly right now and stuff like that, kind of things like that, little things like that, you know. So yeah, so we're actually going to go to manage world now. We're just going to go because, I mean, I didn't really do anything. I just literally started the game, so. And we'll go visit. Should we go visit Gale first, or should we go visit the girls first? Let's see. I did tell you guys I would go visit the girls, so I suppose we'll go visit the girls first. All right, so they're over here. And I did build them on this save. I have this save has the cheats on, and it was kind of like weirdly freaking out. It was weird, like using cast in here. So I think I have to make everyone on one of my other saves, because I think the game's kind of fighting with the fact that the cheats are on. It's kind of weird to explain, but I was having difficulties when I was making them in cast last night. So I'm kind of wondering if I need to make them on one of my other saves and then bring them over, because it was literally freaking out. So yeah. But yeah, so we're going to go to the ISA house now. So this is the house from Dan to Dan. You guys will recognize it. And this is pretty much my take on it. So the rooms aren't exact or anything like that. You guys should remember that if I make any houses like this, that the rooms aren't going to be exact. They're going to be close, but they're not going to be exact. And they're not going to be like in the exact spots they are and everything like that, you know. Sims has limitations, so... It's always fun. Always fun to try to figure out that kind of stuff. Do-do-do, do-do-do. We love that jingle. It's so great. And of course, it's going to take a minute to load because it is a big lot. So hopefully it doesn't get stuck on us. That would suck. Sims doesn't really crash on me. It sometimes does. It's really rare, but... Okay, yeah, it's going to load us in here in a second. Maybe. Hopefully. There we go. Alright. Right, so I'm going to pause real quick. And it's raining. Lovely. Lovely day to have a tour. Momo's standing outside of the rain. She's like, this is great. Okay. Hold on. Let's go over and see what her... I think she's admiring the rain right now. Let's go look at her here real quick. Yeah, she's like, oh, it's raining. All right. So, this is the ISA house. Like I said, this is the biggest one I've done in a while. So I think you guys will remember, like, way back that I made Michael's house, the mansion, a long time ago. I think that was probably my biggest house to date. until now, obviously. But that house was great, though. I mean, I loved building that house. It was so fun. It was so fun to figure out what to do and everything. So I think I love the challenge, honestly, when remaking these houses in here. So that's kind of gonna become my thing, I think, now, because I actually really enjoy it. And like I said, it gives me a challenge and a reason to come in here and play, you know, and actually build. So, yeah. All right, so here is the main house. And then, sorry if I sound a little funny, guys. Also, I'm dealing with allergies. They're really bad this year. They're terrible. I hate them. But here's the shrine. And then here's the quote-unquote storage house garage, question mark. We're not quite sure what this building is. Most people online say it's a storehouse, so it's a storehouse, I guess. I mean, it's technically a garage in a way, so yeah. But yeah, so this slot actually has 3 buildings, as you guys can see, and they're all, you can all access them and everything. I did play test it before I actually saved it to the gallery and stuff. It is on the gallery, by the way, guys, if you want to check it out. And my gallery taggy thing is theKit-KatnissYT, my name as it usually is, and then YT. So. And by the way, did not make that. That was not me. I did not make that tag. So, all right. So let's go into the main house real quick. So I did actually level it off a little bit. As you guys can see, I made little platforms down in certain spots and stuff. So this, obviously, the ISA house is based on like a Japanese house. So, essentially, it is laid out like a Japanese house. So. Yeah, so here's Seko. Seko's in here. She's about to turn the TV on. Typical of her, right? And then we got the stairs. This is obviously the entryway. Like how the entryway came out. And I love the little down pivot on the platform. That was fun. That was kind of hard to make, though, not gonna lie. But, all right, so we're gonna go in here. So this is the kitchen. Love the kitchen. It's very cute. Whoops, we're going through the wall. This is actually a big open space. I chose not to put anything here because technically there isn't anything here. So it's kind of one of those, it's kind of like the main room in there where, you know, it's got the TV and the little table. It's kind of one of those type of rooms. So it's up to you guys. If you guys want to make it into something, you can. But you don't have to or anything, but canonly, it's not much. It's just like a big empty room, essentially. So, there's not much to see with it, but it's up to you guys, honestly. And then, we got the little downstairs bathroom. And then, this part of the house I kind of was iffy on because it was a big empty space, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this, right? So, I was like, okay, let's make a bathroom. So, I made a bathroom. And then, I was like, okay, well, we can make the bathroom really big, or we can make a little storeroom. So I made a little storeroom. So technically the house has, like, it's really laid out weird. Like, if you ever look up, like, how it's laid out, it's actually, like, you know, the big main room, the living room area that we see them in a lot of the time, most of the time. And then there's, like, Seko's room, and then there was, like, a closet or something. Like, Seko's closet or something. And then there was a storage room, which we encountered Turbo Granny in, I think, that one episode. So, yeah, it's really weird, like, when you think about it, these houses, like, they're so, what is the word? I'm looking for a word. They're weird, I guess I could say, but, there's a certain word I was looking for, but, oh, inconsistency. So they all have, like, inconsistencies. Like, every animation and stuff, their houses are inconsistent. It is the weirdest thing, but it's so true. Because, you know, it's not laid out like a normal house, like, most of the time. So, it's kind of annoying, honestly. But, anyway, so this is Seko's room. So it's a cute little basic room, you know. And then I have a little knot over here, if you guys can see. Got a little spot for Turbo Granny, and If you guys know what that is, then good on you. But that's literally just a ball of yarn. But just so you guys know, it's not what you think it is. But yes, I did nod to that. So, but anyways, let's get out of here. Then we'll go upstairs. Whoops. Trying to remember. Oops, I got out a free camera by accident. Guess this is a good way to go up here, though. Shoot. I think I pushed the wrong button to go up, which is fine. Okay. This is the button to go up. Okay. Then we got the stairwell here. I didn't really know what to do with it, so I kind of just put a bookshelf out here and a painting, and I wasn't sure what to do with it. So it's kind of open and empty, but you know. Then this room is another bathroom. So this is the bathroom that we see in the intro, technically. So there's the hairdryer. But this is kind of what this was for. It was kind of Momo's bathroom, just so she had a bathroom, you know, type of thing. So, yeah, so this is pretty much essentially Momo's bathroom. And then over here is Momo's room, which I was super excited to finish because it was actually super fun to make. So this mirror is actually in the in her actual room. It's like a big red mirror, and you see like the door, and Okarun was standing in the door. So that was kind of what I was going for. And then she's got her little side table thing here going on, mess, a little bit of a mess. Then we got her bed and stuff. And then obviously I put little nods to aliens. I actually got all of the packs right now, guys. I literally just bought like all the rest of the kits I needed. And they had these cute little alien plants and this light, and I was like, oh, I need to add it. So I added it. And then we got the poster, obviously, too. And then her little TV in the corner there with her game console. So this room is semi-accurate. It's kind of not, I don't think it's the right size necessarily, but it is in the right spot of the house. And it's also got certain things in it that you will notice from the manga and the anime, so I was kind of trying to make accurate, but you know, can't always be accurate. So, all right, let's go zoom over here real quick. We'll go over to the storehouse first. And I wasn't honestly sure what to do with this building either. I kind of just was like, okay, well, I guess we could make it half and half. So I did a laundry room. The first half here. So here's their laundry room. Cute little laundry room. Obviously, you guys can take this out. I know laundry's annoying in The Sims, so if you guys want to, you can. Go for it. But I figured it was accurate that they would have laundry somewhere, so, you know. And come over here. This other door is actually just storage. So, yeah, so as you guys can see, it's just a big empty room full of boxes, pretty much. So, all the clutter boxes we have, so. And then we got a little bike over here and a little lawn stuff. All right. Then we got the shrine over here. So, I'm going to tell you guys right now. Ooh, that roof looks terrible. But that roof looks terrible for the ground. I don't know if my ceiling's on for it. It might not be, actually. But this roof, guys, I hated this roof. Like, I could not figure out how to make this roof for the life of me. So I had to actually go and look at their builds they already had made, like the EA team. And I was like, okay, let's see what they did. And then I kind of went off of that. So it's actually two roofs intersecting each other. That's why it looks terrible from the bottom. But yeah, I think I might need to fix that, I think. But I mean, it's not too bad unless you're like looking up at it, you know? So, but yeah, so this is the shrine. Yeah, I honestly think, guys, my controller might already be stupid, my sticks. So it's terrible. It's really sad, but. And then here's the shrine. It's pretty much a big empty room, but we actually have a shrine in here. This is the actual mountain shrine that's on the Snowy Escape map. So I figured we'd actually put a shrine inside of a shrine. I figured it was kind of funny to do that. But there is like what is it? It's like a spirit house or something. I tried to put that in here originally, but it wasn't letting me, like it wouldn't fit. So I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll just put the shrine inside the shrine. So we put the shrine inside of the shrine. But yeah, so essentially what I did. But yeah, you can totally walk in here and everything. But I would have loved to put the spirit house in here. That would have been so cool, but it's okay. Whatever. The game's like, nah, you can't put that in there. So yeah, so that's essentially the I Say household. So yeah. All right, so we are gonna go to our last house. We got one more. I got one more to show you guys. So, and if you guys want me to add my Sims to the gallery, Raina, Starring are on there. Gale is as well. I put them on there recently as well. Seko and Momo I will put on there eventually, probably. So if you guys want to use them as well. Okay, so last house is actually in Grimmerbrook, and we're gonna go visit good old Gale. So he is here with Tara, and yes, I made Gale with Tara, guys. She is adorable. We love her. So yeah, so essentially what I wanted to do with this save, like I told you guys before, is I'm essentially putting all of my households together. I want them all to be friends. I want them all to know each other. That'd be kind of cool, I thought. So just a fun little thing for me to do. And then obviously I can build and stuff like that. And I would say I've gotten better since I've started building more. And I've been learning quite a few things too as well when I'm watching people like do it and everything. So it's actually been kind of fun and a good challenge for sure. All right. Sorry guys, my game likes to be slow on days. All right. Hold on. We gotta pause before we... Okay. All right. So this is Gale's Tower. So this is kind of like the closest thing to a tower I can kind of come up with. I kind of looked at towers too, like images of them and stuff, and I was like, I don't know exactly what to do. And this was my first time using the round walls, and I absolutely hate them. They suck. Like, you are so limited in the rounded walls. Like, you can't put too much in, like, the actual curve of the wall. So, it's annoying. I'll tell you that much. I am annoyed. So, am I going to use the round walls again? Probably not. I will stick to my rectangles, please. Okay? All right. So, yeah. So, essentially, it went for, like, a wizarding tower, because he lives in a tower. So, that's essentially what I was going for. So, yeah. So, here's the outside. Cute little tower. He's got a little balcony, as you guys can see. He's got a little fountain as well. Okay, now let's go on in here. He was on the top floor, by the way. All right, so here's Tara's little corner by the stairs. And then we have, oh, there's Tara. Cute little Tara, look at her. We love Tara. And then here's the living room. I actually love how it's going through the, okay, we're gonna ignore that. Yeah, you don't want to look up, obviously, but because you have to, a lot of stuff you can see in the ceiling there. But yeah, so this is essentially the living room. So a lot of this pack was from the actual Realm of Magic pack. I kind of just stuck with that. A few of these things were from other packs as well, but here's the kitchen. But obviously, it was going for like a magical kind of look, as you guys can see. Oh, we gotta fix, yeah. We gotta paint the ceilings in here before I share this too. I need to remember to do the ceilings, obviously. Yeah, and I need to put a rail in as well. I just realized there's no rail. I'm sorry, guys. You're seeing mistakes. I'm sorry. But anyways, I'll fix them. But anyway, so here is his bedroom. He's got a little single bed. Yeah, so like I said, a lot of the items in his build are from Realm of Magic. I kind of was trying to stick with that just because it made the most sense, obviously. And then this was supposed to be Tara, but it's not really Tara, so. But you know what I was going for. And then here's the look outside on the balcony. Whoops, through the wall. Pretty decent sized balcony. And then we have a ladder that actually goes upstairs to his little actual, whoops, I'm going through the wall again. Oh shoot, I'm way in the wall. Okay. Actually goes to his little place he does his magic. So a little area with his cauldron, and he's got his desk here. Yeah, and a bunch of books. He's a bookworm, so he has his books everywhere. But yeah, he's got some mac and cheese in the cauldron right now. Heck yeah. And then this is the bathroom. Yeah, if you guys were wondering where the bathroom is, it's right here. This is the bathroom. It's kind of small, but oops, I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, it's kind of small. It's kind of itty bitty in here, but yeah. So that's his bathroom. So yeah, so I essentially made a little attempt at a tower. It's cute though. I do like how it came out, but yeah, so that's essentially what I wanted to do for you guys today. I essentially just wanted to be like, hey, this is what I built today, and then just kind of give you guys little updates. I thought that would be kind of fun to start giving you guys updates as I go along, and then you guys will know who's in the world and stuff like that and everything. But all these builds, I'll eventually add them to the gallery. Like I said, the Nice Say one is on there right now. So if you guys want to go look at it for yourself, you can. If you want to use it yourself, go ahead. But yeah, so to that, guys, thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.